Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights. We are so excited to go through many of the scare houses, the scare zones, to try some of the food and hopefully see some of the shows as well.
Truth be told, this isn't our very first time here. We were actually here last week and got absolutely saturated. I'm talking torrential rain, non-stop for 4 hours.
We are absolutely saturated.
The rain was so bad that the scare zones were shut, the shows weren't on. We didn't get the real experience, so we've come back here tonight to hopefully get the real, full horror night experience, and I'm hoping that by the time we leave, my pants will still be as dry as they are now. I'm not putting any money on it though.
Despite the weather last week, we were fortunate enough to go through 4 of the 10 scare houses. So we'll insert some of our thoughts on those 4 houses throughout this video, amongst our feelings on the ones we get through tonight.
So guys, as soon as you get in, you're greeted with a monster holding a chainsaw. My voice is already gone.
Look at all my loyal followers. Yes, yes. Grow and spread Halloween, my minions.
So if you guys like Stacey and I and have never come to a Halloween Horror Nights before, there are 4 main reasons people come. You've got your scare zones. You're basically greeted with them as you walk into the park. Specialty food and drink, Halloween Horror Nights specific shows, and then of course the haunted houses. We can't film on the haunted houses, but we'll do our best to recap our thoughts and feelings.
Okay, our first house of tonight is Dead Man's Pier, Winter's Wake. We've heard this one's meant to be really good. It's described as, in a New England fishing village, undead fishermen emerge from the waves to seek their revenge. They'll reel you in and drag you under.
No thank you! Alright guys, we did our first house, Dead Man's Pier. It was really good. The set was really detailed. There were quite a few scares. We strategically followed the group in front of us really closely so they'd all get scared before us. It's probably not the way you're meant to do the event, but made it less scary. We're going to ease our way into it. Disgusting!
Okay, we've stopped for some dinner now, so we've gone with some of the special event food. I've gone with the pepperoni pizza skull. So it comes with some marinara sauce. And Ross has gone with the African lentil and potato coffin, so it kind of looks like a pasty. It's good, it very much just tastes like a pepperoni pizza.
You're eating brains.
Yeah.
Guys, my pie thing for dinner was nice, but just okay. It was way too salty. I think I just had a bad batch, so would recommend trying if you're vegetarian or vegan, but beware, it could be really salty, so have a bottle of water on hand. We did Universal Monsters Legends Collide house last week in the torrential rain. It was the first ever haunted house we'd ever done at Halloween Horror Nights, and it was great. I mean, I'd never done one before. For a first haunted house, I was definitely scared. The theming was really cool and so were the scare actors, but the set definitely wasn't as extravagant or as detailed as other houses we've seen since.
We just got out of one of the 2 shows they have here at Halloween Horror Nights. We saw Halloween Nightmare Fuel Wildfire, and oh my god, it was incredible. So this is, for those who don't know, the pyrotechnic and aerial show. Went for about half an hour and it was just absolutely phenomenal right from the get-go. Crowd was a bit rowdy and just the pyrotechnics and the aerial work was just phenomenal. So it's definitely a must-do. I think there are 4 shows throughout the night, so I encourage you to see an earlier one so you've got time to go and see it again if you want to.
My favourite part of that show was the magic. Love magic, guys, and my mind exploded.
Fortunately, we weren't able to record in there, but I think there will be plenty of videos on YouTube, I imagine, if you do want to have a Google. The second house we did last week was the Weeknd After Hours Nightmare. We got very lucky because it was raining so hard. The wait actually dropped to 5 minutes. We had heard mixed reviews about this house, but we were excited to check it out anyways, and we actually really liked it. We'd just been on the Legends one prior to this, and both really enjoyed this a lot more. I think the music made it really fun, and it just had really cool theming inside.
We got so wet last week in the rain, we literally had to buy new outfits. It worked out for today though, fully equipped.
The third house we did last week was probably the one we'd heard the most hype about, and seems to be the most popular one on the night, which is Halloween. So neither of us have seen any of the Halloween movies, which we probably should watch them, but we really love this house. I think you could tell that this was one of the houses they really invested in building the set out and making it as detailed as possible, and it was just incredible. The sets was huge, the theming was on point, and just seeing Michael Myers all around you was just really scary, so that was definitely one of our favourites for the night.
The night of harvest is upon us.
So on an average day at Universal Studios, this is Mel's drive-in, but tonight it's Mel's die-in. The last house that we did last week was called Descendants of Destruction. To be honest, I don't even remember it, so the fact that it wasn't very memorable I think suggests that it wasn't one of the better ones. Basically the theming is that we're in the subway in New York City and mutated humans are fighting each other to survive. Guys, one of my favourite things about in the scare zones and the haunted houses is that even once they've kind of come out and scared you and they've got that initial fright, there's sometimes this awkward few seconds where you're still there and they're still there and they can't just like go back to their hiding place, so they'll try to do another scare, and the other scare always looks like this. It's just so funny.
Sixth overall was Hellblock horror. Essentially, all the inmates are these monstrous creatures which break out. It was probably the goriest house we've been in. A lot of mangled bodies everywhere. So probably wasn't one of our favourites. I'd say it's sitting below the bottom on the list for me, but I'm glad we got to experience it anyways. That's all from us at Halloween Horror Nights 2022 at Universal Orlando. We had such a good time. We made it till 11:30. Event closes at 2, but I think we did pretty well. Got to see the houses, the shows, scare zones, and try some of the food. We hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure you subscribe if you enjoyed. Bye.